What's going on there, BHW? Welcome to day 3. Today, again, is just like yesterday. It's going to be a little bit of a workout with some opposing muscle groups and or maybe not such a big focus and concentration. All right, so yesterday we worked a lot on lower body. Today we're going to work on hip and a lot of upper body, but every day is going to be a full body regardless of what. Before you guys start, make sure you guys get a good warm up. Make sure you feel good, okay? Don't force anything that's not there. I feel like that's also a big mistake people do. If your body just kind of is disagreeing with you today, not saying you're lazy, right? Take the mindset out, oh man, I'm being lazy. It is, maybe I just am tight and tired today. I need another day of recovery, and that's okay. I want you to understand that. That's okay. My biggest suggestion is go through the warm-up. See how it feels. How does your body feel in arm circles, forward and backwards? How does it feel in bench squats? Does your body start to warm up? Does it feel good? If not after the warm-up, then call it. There, you did the warm-up, perfect. Maybe go for a walk, do something a little bit less aggressive, and then go back to this one. But if you feel good, then let's carry on. Our first movement is going to be the push-ups. I know a lot of times we're easily adapted to use the knees. Get to your knees and do the push-ups, but we don't want to get down to those knees because you really don't learn how to engage your core properly. Remember, like I said in the video, the best exercise you can be doing is a plank. Now, we can't plank when we end up on our knees because we take away the actual ability to squeeze our glutes to get this core activated. So try to elevate it as much as you can and try to avoid going down to the knees when doing the push-ups. And for today, we're gonna go into Submax. I don't wanna go into any numbers like we did the squat. Just like yesterday, I just wanna feel good. And repetition over the week is the volume total. So we wanna make sure that we're increasing our volume total week to week, at the same time, just practicing these basic movements. So we're gonna go push-ups, Submax, keep a couple in the tank, take a nice little break, and then go back into it for 4 total sets. All right, guys, so for this second part is a 2-part or a superset. We're gonna go into that hip hinge. So hip hinge is like the deadlift. If you need to watch a video up top, a little bit more form or a little bit more detail, I'll put that link above, but making sure that our feet are hip width, not squat width, okay? So squat width, your feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. Hip width are gonna be a little bit more narrow. Now from here, I'm gonna go hip width, big toes in the floor, heels down on the ground. Now all I wanna do with this is cut myself at the hip, so it's a hinge. Think about this is the joint, this is a joint, and we're gonna hinge at the hip. So I'm just pushing my butt back. So if I had a knife, I would slice my hips, and now I'm just allowing my butt to go back. Notice I didn't bend my knees a lot. They're slightly supporting the legs, big toes in the ground, heels are flat, and my chest is up and tall, and my lower back has a slight arch. I'm not arching really hard. I'm kind of finding this neutral spine, and then I'm gonna stand up and squeeze. So again, I'm just gonna push my butt back. The best thing I like to do, we call them booty bump. I'm gonna try to push my butt back and like get someone away from me, right? That's always what I think about. Get away from me, stand up and squeeze. Get away from me, stand up and squeeze, right? I'm locking the hips out, getting extension here, really locking here, right? This square is your core, don't forget. Go butt back, stand and squeeze. And we're gonna get 15 reps, 1-5. Not aggressive, not really a tough one, but it's great mechanics for what we're gonna do in the future, okay? So hip hinge 15 times. After that, we're gonna hold it. If you need to take a break, but if you can hold it here, now we're gonna go into a row. And I'm gonna hold that RDL position, and I'm gonna pull my elbows up and high. Now notice when I'm doing my elbows, I'm not bringing them out. I'm pretending as if I'm holding something in my armpit, and I'm pulling my elbows up and back and squeezing my lats. Right here, squeezing my back. And I wanna get 20 reps here. Now, if you wanna squeeze your hands, you can squeeze your hands, grab a little bit more tension. I'm gonna get 20 reps to get up. I wanna be careful and stand back up. Now, if you have lower back problems with the row, say your lower back feels weak or fatiguing faster, then support. Hold on to something. You could go onto the wall, you could go onto a bench, something of here, and now I could go into rows instead. And just support it so I make sure my back doesn't bother me. So you gotta play different ways, see what feels best for you, and we're gonna do into 3 total sets. So hip hinge 15, rows or bent over rows we call it, 20, take a break, and then repeat for 3 total sets. All right guys, for this last part, we're gonna bring it down to the ground, okay? Be careful, if you have lower back stuff, take your time. You can always just change this to a plank, but I'm gonna go into basic crunches. Now, the difference between the crunches I'm gonna show you and the ones you see is that I'm trying not to use my neck as much as possible. Most people do it, they kind of ring and they bring their hands up here, they kind of just crunch away. Here's what I'm gonna look for today. I'm looking for a setting of our lower back. So from here, my feet will be flat on the ground, knees are bent. Now I'm gonna kind of find my shoulder blades, and now I wanna, there's gonna be a hollow here, right? There's gonna be a space between the floor and my back, right? And all I wanna do is close that gap. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my hips, pelvic tilt. Now I'm just gonna push my lower back down. And that creates a crunch, but protects the lower back. Then I'm gonna release. I'm gonna tilt my hips, crunch it just to practice, and then bring it down and release. Now, once you get that, now I'm gonna add that crunch. Now I'm gonna get this fired up 100% more than this. Here, my lower back, I can even feel my tailbone rubbing into the ground. I feel my lower back, and now has like a farting noise, like that, because my back is pushing into the ground, creating an air pocket. I want the air pocket gone. So, practice here, lower back to the floor first. Pelvic tilt, I'm shifting my hips, tilting. Now, from here, I'm gonna go into my crunches. I can support my head if I'd like to, and now I'm gonna reach up with my chin towards the ceiling rather than my forehead towards my knees. Chin towards the ceiling, chin towards the ceiling. I'm just closing the gap. Right, here's the gap I'm trying to close. If you want, you can put a hand underneath, okay? Hand underneath, hand over the head, and feel your lower back push into your hand. You could even do it this way. This protects the lower back inside a crunch. And we're gonna look for 15 to 20 reps here. It's gonna burn, because it's really gonna isolate those abs. And it's gonna feel good, because it's gonna burn, okay? If you can't do that many, then take a break, do whatever you can. But then the second movement we're gonna go to is a hip bridge. So we're gonna go a little opposite. Instead of crunching this, we're gonna bring our hips up and up. So up and towards the ceiling. So now I'm just gonna keep my heels down, squeeze my glutes. I'm gonna bridge up, squeeze my glutes. And this is called the glute bridge. Something I do every single day with every class of every level. Bridges are a huge one. Squeezing my glutes, creating a lot of tension, extending those hips. And I'm gonna go 15 reps. Okay, so take a break anytime. You'll be on the floor for both, so you don't have to get up and down. You're gonna do crunches up to 20 reps, try to get 15 to 20, and then glute bridges, 15 to 20 reps. And we're gonna do 3 total sets. So guys, I hope you enjoyed day 3. I'm really excited. We're almost there. It's almost a full week. If you haven't done anything, make sure you just jump and start today. So maybe you kind of watch these videos, but you didn't do anything, go back to day 1. Get it done and challenge yourself to do the 30 days in a row. Okay, if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Let me know. That's what this is for, to open up communication, and let me know what you have trouble with. Let me know how I can help you, because I'm gonna be available for you guys, and that was always my goal. All right, I'll see you guys later. This is Pete from beginnerhomeworkouts.com. I'll talk to you guys later.